Brooklyn's Maimonides Medical Center is being sued for $1 million in a medical malpractice lawsuit. A medical malpractice lawsuit was filed against Brooklyn's Maimonides Medical Center. The lawsuit was filed on October 19, 2022 in the New York State Supreme Court in Kings County, index number 530345-2022. Maimonides Medical Center is being sued by plaintiff Richard Thomas and the estate of Vesta Thomas. Richard Thomas is the son of the decedent Vesta Thomas and the administrator of the estate of Vesta Thomas. The lawsuit arises out of a medical malpractice claim and additional charges. In the medical malpractice charge, the plaintiff claimed the following. The decedent Vesta Thomas was suffering from cardiovascular issues and cancer, and her son Richard Thomas called the ambulance for Vesta Thomas to be transported to Kings County Hospital in an expeditious manner. B. But instead, the Maimonides EMT employees and the city EMT employees conspired to implement an extortion scheme upon Vesta Thomas, which slowed down the expeditious transport of Vesta Thomas to the emergency room, therefore making her medical issues worse by not granting Vesta Thomas a safe and expeditious transport to the emergency room in order for Vesta Thomas to quickly receive the necessary medical treatment for her illness. C. The Maimonides EMT employees placed Vesta Thomas in a worse position than she was in and denied and delayed proper treatment for Vesta Thomas and provided her with fictitious treatment. D. The female Maimonides EMT employee came into the city ambulance which Vesta Thomas and Richard Thomas was in, and she only fixed the mask on Vesta Thomas and gave her oxygen or some kind of gas in the ambulance. The plaintiff is seeking the following relief. Number 1, injunctive relief, preventing and prohibiting the defendants from engaging in present and future unlawful and discriminatory practices. 2, injunctive relief, removing the medical license and other state or city licenses of all medical staff and EMT employees who took part in these unlawful acts and discrimination and aided and abetted these unlawful acts and discrimination. 3, injunctive relief, stopping this discriminatory and fraudulent scheme to enrich the pockets of these medical employees. 4, injunctive relief, seeking to prevent malicious or reckless acts by medical staff members. 5, compensatory damages for all expenses and money to compensate the plaintiffs. 6, punitive damages for the malicious disregard of the decedent Vesta Thomas rights and life, and for the defendant's failure to provide protection from injuries, discrimination, and all unlawful acts, and for the malicious disregard of Richard Thomas's rights, and the defendant's failure to provide protection from discrimination and all unlawful acts, and the plaintiff asks the court to award punitive damages in the amount of $1 million.